Hi there, 2010 GTR UK passenger side turbo inlet replacement. So the old unit is out. This is our turbo right there. As you can see, 2 bolts holding it, and this is the old bad boy. Let me see that end. So end to end, again the difference is here 11 mil. I think very minimum differences on this side. So cold side intake inlet. Now this one's a little bit more complicated than the passenger side because it has hoses sitting on the metal bracket, kind of some little mechanism there at the bottom with all the vacuum hosing, and does have additional vacuum hose here. This one is about the same as UK driver side. Anyway, so this one's fine. Now that one came with the hole much larger, and so I took this nozzle from the original stock manifold and I used high temp silicone to glue that in there, and I had to make this little bracket like that, okay, to hold. So obviously this bolt is just holding now temporary for me to get the inlet back in, so I don't want to knock it off. And then obviously after that this bolt will come out and it'll go, this bracket will go on and fix and hold all together, and this will slide in here, okay. And I would recommend taking this off. Basically what you need to do is you're gonna undo your inlet bolts, right? These 2 bolts, these 2, they are, as you can see, right there. See, one at the bottom and one at the top right there, okay. Now this bottom one we did the more the light, obviously under panels off, wheels off, and you see I'm replacing intercooler and shit, so it's kind of better access if you call it, but you don't really have to take your bumper off to do this job. It's just I'm doing a little bit more to the GTR. Anyway, there is this vacuum thing, a hose right here. This gives you more flexibility. Just take the clamp off, pull that off here, and see this bolt there? So this is where 12 mil nut will be sitting for your bottom nut for your inlet. So let me get some light on. This one right there. So you're gonna undo that from this side, okay? You do that with 12 mil from this side. Now the top one, what you do is you put your extensions through here. I'm going to demonstrate in the middle, and you can actually see the top one. You can guide your nut onto it, so it's much easier than the passenger side, because the passenger side I did have to use mirror in this hole there to get my socket onto the top nut. So right, let me just demonstrate this quickly. This is the bits that will come off. We discussed that. Now this you want to take off when you loosen your inlet manifold. You kind of gonna have it halfway. It'll be on your way, and you're gonna have to unscrew these 2 10 mil and pull this thing off. Don't lose the metal gasket. It's metal, so you can grab that with your magnet, okay. So this will make life much easier when you're pulling it out. Also, when you pull it out, you want to loosen this 10 mil in here, and this is the air con hose. It does have a play in here, so you're gonna want this up in the air. You can see it's moving. Don't strip it off here, but you're gonna have to kind of lift it up and get it out of your way and wiggle this out. Now before you do, hold on, let me just go back to the main nuts. So you hold the camera there, hold on one sec. This is the gear I used, okay. So these are the extensions we're gonna use, these 2, a long 12 mil socket, okay, long one. You don't go with the short one. Then you're gonna need 12 mil to undo from underneath the car. A mirror will be good, but not necessary for this side. Like I said, must for the other side. 10 mil with extensions. I'll show you in a minute where these will go. And the magnet, if you lose any nuts to catch, that would be good. It's not here, but we do have one. Anyway, so if you hold the camera there, basically these will just go straight in. So you're there, right, just there, and then halfway I'm going to put another extension on here. And now if you go look at the turbo there, can you see it? Look, my sockets will just go right on there. Hold on, can you see it? There, see? So straight run, easy peasy. Let me just pull this out, and that bottom nut you do from the bottom. Now this is easy part. Hardest part here is then you get those two nuts out of the way, and the the inlet will still be sitting there because there is this vacuum mechanism, right? This one here, and so it's clipped. Yeah, this little hose, you're gonna have to undo that, unclip that, and that hose is obviously this one. And then there is this thing. See the metal bracket? Metal bracket right there. See where my finger is? Hold on. There. See there? Two 10mm bolts will go there. And they actually sit. Where's the inlet? They actually sit. So your inlet goes like that. Your stock one, and there you go. This is where the brackets sit. You want to take those two bastards out because they won't let you pull the thing out, okay? And to do that, hold this. To do that, because we have the front stripped. See where the hot side of the intercooler pipe? What I've done is I actually put my hand in like so. Go from the top, like that. See there? I had somebody holding this inlet for me up as high as we could, and so that way I managed to. Yeah, I'm just thinking how you're gonna do that if you still have your bumper on. Maybe it will be easier if you're in a situation like me, changing your intercooler, you name it, at the same time, and your cold side intercooler pipes are off, which are fixing here. You see, this is, you got much room. You need that. Otherwise, if you have a snips, then you can unclip. Hold on. If you have snips, and that can unclip, and you can undo this from the turbo actuator. If you can undo this clip and pull the a hose off from there, or these hoses, if you can do it, then you're not gonna have to undo the bracket. Maybe you can pull up the whole thing up. I didn't so I had to do what I had to do, okay? But that's about it. Now there is a bolt here, 10mm. You need to unscrew that, and this bolt, yeah, this is the one right here, right? Yes, this is the one right here. Basically it's a part of that. Watch this. So it goes like that, and that, the one I showed you there, it goes into here, okay? Another bolt fixes into here. This one, yeah, unscrew that. I actually loosen up this bit here. I didn't took the bolt out all the way, but loosen up. This gave me a little bit more flexibility to get my hands to undo these, okay? Also, yeah, I'm not going to mention obviously the top hoses, the hose from there and from your intercooler piping. That this is common sense. You're gonna you need to get rid of those. Now my new inlet does not have 2mm ready holes to bolt this bracket back in, so my plans are now to use Allen key right here on those two bolts, get rid of that metal bucket and I'm probably gonna end up cable tying this system here onto my inlet, something like that. I don't see other way of doing it just for now. Anyway, what else do we need to cover in here? Obviously everything should go back in order. Don't forget, reconnect that hose, tighten your nuts. Yeah, still can be done without engine out. Have fun.